As children of God, I want us to know that we are the light in this generation. We need to expose the works of darkness. We walk by revelation. The revelation of the Father with eyes that have a clear focus. We view the world basing on what the word says, not basing on the political opinions, not basing on the social opinions, not basing on what is trending on social media, but basing on what is true. And what is true can be found in God's word. Walking by revelation. Without revelation, we are doomed to perish. We must stand bold as children of God to stand for what is right. We are going to expose all the works of the devil, all their plans. We are going to expose them, and all those involved. Nothing can be hidden from God. Let the light of God roll in this generation through us. It is time for us to burn, expose them. Today, I want to tell you, we are living in the last days. We are living in the last days. I'm telling you the truth. Are you with me? Are you with me? To us who read the Bible, we know nothing shocks us. Nothing touches us by surprise. Because we know that everything was foretold. All these events that are happening in the world, everything was foretold. Just as the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ was foretold, even what we see now were foretold that they will happen in the last days. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Now, open your Bibles. I want to show you something. Open the book of Revelation. Open the book of Revelation. Chapter 13. Verse 16 to 17.
Okubikulirwa 13 kuva 16 mpaka 17 bagamba n'awaliriza bonna abato n'abakulu n'abagagga n'abaavu n'ab'eddembe n'abaddu okuweebwa enkovu ku mukono gwabwe ogwa ddyo oba ku byenyi byabwe, era omuntu yenna alema okuyinza okugula newankubadde okutunda wabula oyo amaze okuteekebwako akabonero, erinnya ly'ensolo oba omuwendo gw'erinnya lyayo.
In Jesus' name. It says, He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast. or the number of his name.
Oba enamba y'erinnya lye. Olinange.
This is in the Bible.
Kino kiri mu Bayibuli.
It is a prophecy that was foretold
Bwe bunnabbi obwayogerwako
beforehand.
nga tebinatuukirira. Olinange.
Now in this generation,
Kati mu guno omulembe.
one of the living proofs
Kati obumu ku bukakafu obulabika
that we are in the last days,
tuli mu biseera eby'oluvannyuma.
it is happening.
Kati kituukawo kaakano. Olinange.
We are having people
Tulina abantu
in those countries
mwezi ensi
where people think they are elite.
abantu be balowooleza nti nno nti bagezi nnyo.
Are you with me?
Olinange.
Where people think
Awo abantu be balowooza
that they know it all.
nti bamanyi buli kimu.
Are you with me?
Olinange.
Now what do?
Kati kye bakola.
They are inserting microchips in people's hands.
Kati abantu babateekamu microchips mu mikono gyabwe.
And what do?
Era ki kye bakola?
That when you go to shop,
Nti bw'ogenda okubako ky'ogula ku dduuka.
when you're making shopping, you just swipe there like this.
Oteekawo butesiwe tu mukono gwo bw'oti.
You cannot make any transactions
Tolina kintu kyonna ky'oyinza kugula oba kutunda
without it.
nga togirinayo ki.
Are you with me?
Olinange.
Now they are testing it.
Kati bali kigezesa buli wamu.
Microchips implanted in human bodies could transform the way we tackle many everyday tasks. Some workers in Sweden are already developing and volunteering to have chips injected into their hands. The technology can make some tasks easier and reduce the amount of personal items employees need to carry. John Blackstone looks at the controversial trend and how it could put your privacy at risk.
In a Stockholm business complex, employees gain access not with key cards, but with a wave of a hand.
This is something that you can use just like a key badge.
At a recent tech conference, Hannes Sjöblad explained how a microchip implanted in his hand makes his life easier. It replaces all the keys and cards that used to clutter his pockets.
I use this many times a day. For example, to unlock my smartphone, to open the door to my office.
Sjöblad calls himself a biohacker.
In different nations, taking it to different people.
18-year-old Felicia and father Magnus still bear the scars of their new implants. Student Hannah Herving is also freshly chipped and now just needs to program it to open doors. Although importantly for a future career, it does already connect to her LinkedIn.
Some people say I'm mad that I don't know if it's safe and all that, but people have been putting these chips into animals for 20 years, so I'm not worried about that.
The long-term goal is for the new chips to help provide medical care in remote communities. They're already getting under the skin of the Swedes and may soon become just another normal part of modern life and of the human body.
They're introducing it to everyone. They are telling people, you know what? When you're working with money, someone can steal it. But no one can steal your money when it is just on that chip. Because money is electronic. And now, foolishly, people end up into that.
Welcome back. When was the last time you wrote an actual check or bought something with cash? Swiping and tapping our cards and our apps are not just the easiest way to spend money, they're the safest way, unless, of course, we misplace our phones or our wallets, and then it's a nightmare. It is hard to misplace your hands, however. And soon your hand may be all that you need to buy anything that you can afford and many things that you can't. Because a company called Walletmore is developing a very teeny tiny chip. You see it there in the X-ray? That should creep you out. The chip is like the ones that are found in smart credit cards or debit cards, and the chip gets embedded just under your skin and makes your whole hand a credit card.
The Bible says, He causes all both small and great.
eri abatono n'abanene olinange
Rich,
abagagga n'abaavu
because now it is presented to everyone.
kubanga kati kiteereddwawo eri abantu bonna.
You find the middle class getting it.
osigala bano abantu abamu nabo nga bagifuna ofunakula nga bagifuna.
What happens?
kye kituukawo
I saw people,
n'alabye abantu
one with his big car,
omu ng'alina emmotoka ye ennene
the Tesla,
alina tesla
but to open it,
naye mu kugiggulawo
because remember,
kubanga jjukira
formerly you could swipe with a card,
wali olina obusobola okuteekawo voti kaadi
Amen.
okugiggulawo.
but now the key, that chip here, it works everything
naye kati kakiiko akateekebwako wano ku mukono kakola buli kimu
because it contains your personal information.
kubanga ebeeramu n'ebikukwatako byonna.
I will be.
Olinange.
So instead of using that card,
kifo
as the
ky'okozesa ku
key,
kakaadi ng'ekisumuluzo
you just put your hand like this,
oteekawo obutesi mukono bwe buti nga gulimu kiipu
and the car will open.
awo emmotoka neyeggulawo.
I've always been a tech enthusiast, and I always try to be on the cutting edge of technology.
So that drove Brandon Delali to do what some might believe only takes place in a science fiction movie.
It gets inserted into your skin.
A chip, and not the type you eat, but a microchip, has been implanted in Brandon's left hand.
This one is just a little guy right there.
Yeah, I see that right there.
Yeah.
This one in his right hand to unlock and start his Tesla.
It's a perfect backup, something you can never forget, something that doesn't break, something that won't fail you.
People in the supermarkets,
abantu abali mu masupamaketi
when they go to the shopping malls,
bwe bagenda mu mola okushopinga
what do?
ki kye bakola?
Instead of getting the money,
kifo ky'okufuna ssente baweeyo,
instead of giving their credit cards,
kifo ky'okuwayo kaadi zaabwe okugjako ssente,
they just reach the counter
batuuka ali ku kawunta
and they do.
bateekawo omukono gwabwe bati.
As it was
nga bwe kyali
revealed,
nga bwe kyabikkulwa mu kigambo kya Katonda,
and that no one
era tewali maamu
may buy
asobola okugula
or sell except one who was the
okutunda oba okuggyako yalinanga akabonero yekka. Olinange olinange
because now it is under testing.
kubanga kati bakigezesa,
Investigate.
bali mu kukigezesa kati
Investigate.
bakigezesa.
After
Awo
they will present it to all.
bajja kyanjula eri bonna,
You know what?
bagambe kati omanyi
This is it.
kati yeno engeri y'okugenda mu maaso kati.
This bill I'm about to sign into law, in my view, represents what I've always believed. America is the only nation in the world, and I believe this every fiber in my being, the only nation in the world that can be defined, as I've told Xi Jinping several years ago, by a single word. He asked me to define America for him when I was in China, and he and I were alone in the Tibetan Plateau. I said, I can do it in one word, and I mean it. Possibilities. In America, everything is possible. We believe every and anything is possible. It's part of the soul of this country. I mean, it really is. We can channel all our resources. Most of all, we can channel the full talents of all our people into a greater measure of hope and opportunity for our nation and for the world. To create good jobs, empower workers, grow the economy, not just for the wealthy, but grow for everyone. To change the course of human health and disease. To tackle climate crisis with innovation and jobs. To lead the world, not hyperbole, lead the world in future industries and protect our national security. We've always gotten it, we haven't always gotten it right, but we've never walked away from that sense of possibility that drives this country. Never. Now, it matters today, I think, more than anything in a very long, long time. You're tired of hearing me say this, those who work with me so closely, but that's because we face an inflection point in our nation and around the world. Fundamental change is taking place today, politically, economically, and technologically. Change that can either strengthen our sense of control and security, of dignity and pride in our lives and our nation, or change that weakens us, so the people are left behind, causing them to question whether or not the very institutions, our economy, our democracy itself can still deliver for them, for everybody. This is the moment we face. I really mean this. I believe with every fiber of my being. We hear all the noise out there. We know there are those who focus more on seeking power than securing the future, than securing the future. Those who seek division instead of strength and unity, who tear down rather than build up. Today is a day for builders. Today, America is delivering.
Remember, you may say that now. It may not reach Uganda. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. At first, transactions are being made in cash. Are you with me? And remember those days, there was a lot of theft. In the early 2000s and 90s, because traders could carry money in cash. Now, they said you can have money on your phone. No one can see you having millions. Now people say, even that one is not enough. You need to have a chip.
Implant inside me, I found it this morning.
Back in 2004, the Manchurian Candidate suggested a future where humans are chipped and controlled. We have been warned.
People is I'm just showing you how we get the ones and to remind you that Jesus is coming. I'm telling you the truth. Jesus Christ is coming back. Tell your neighbor. Jesus is coming back soon. I'm telling you the truth. Jesus is coming back soon. Jesus is coming back soon. In Jesus' name. Amen.